Check. Check. That's a check. That's a check too. God, check. Everything on my to-do list is checked off today. So I'm good to go, right? But do I really need to put God on a checklist? Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Inspirations with Roshonda, which is a little bit of this, a little bit of that. All things inspiration for your mind, body, and soul. So thank you. I know it's been like a little minute since I've been back on, but I have a 2022 graduate that's graduating this year. And let me tell you, life has definitely ramped up. Okay. We got prom down and we got graduation to go. And it has been stressful to say the least. But in doing all those things, and I'm checking my list, as they say, I'm making my list and checking it twice, and things that I need to do, I realize that I'm putting God on that checklist too, to make sure that I check him off. But do we really need to put God on a checklist, or is that something that we should be doing anyway? So that's what I kind of want to talk about briefly today. Because my life is so hectic and so busy right now, I have been like extremely tired in the morning, especially when it comes to going to work. Okay, so what I've been doing is, if I'm really, really tired, I'll force myself up out of bed just so I can give God some thanks and some praise. And I noticed that like in the middle of that, I am falling to sleep. Like literally in the middle of my prayer, or in the middle of my conversation with him, I am tired. But in my mind, I just wanted to check it off because I wanted to say that, hey, I spent time with God today. But let me tell you something about that. It's not really intentional. When I talked to my counselor about that, and she began to say that, is it a check off or is it intentional? And when she said that, it did something to me, because I'm like, am I checking God off? Because honestly, when we spend time with God, it should be intentional. It should be from a heart that wants to spend time with him, and not a heart that's just doing it just to check it off. So is God a check off in your life? And if you are tired or whatever, sometimes, and I told my counselor this, sometimes I look at God like it's something that I have to do. And I think people think, if I don't do this today, if I don't spend time with God, oh my gosh, he's going to come raining down and I'm going to get the whip. And God is not, whipping us with whips and chains. He understands, even he took a rest, in the Bible. So we have to rest. When we go before God, we want to make sure that it's intentional and from a heart of good intent. In other words, I'm not sleepy, I'm not tired. This is time that I personally set aside just so I can spend time with God, because I think he would appreciate that more than just being a check off. And then we have to look at it this way. Would you want somebody to spend time with you just to check it off their list as something that they did? Or do you want somebody to spend time with you because it's really intentional? Like that's something that they put on their calendar to spend time with you, to spend intentional time with you. And if you ask me, intention is better than a check. So maybe we should check ourselves. God is not, this God that's going to get so mad, if you don't spend time with him, but he wants you to do it with great intention and love, just like we would do with any relationship. So this is short and sweet, but I just realized that, I was giving God a check off and not intentional. So if I'm tired in the mornings, or if I'm just like, I know I'm gonna fall asleep during a prayer or a talk, then I would just make time later in the day to spend time with God when I know that it's that I'm not going to fall asleep, and it's going to be done with great intention. And so he won't just be a check off for the day. So hopefully this message helped you. And, just to kind of, what am I trying to say? just do things with great intention. And that's with anything. When we do it with great intention, we're better at it. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Keep me in your prayers, please, okay? Because a sister sometimes is like stressing over here or whatnot. So hopefully you were able to catch the podcast. If you didn't, there is a Sunday's thought and there is a Thursday's word. So you can look in the description box and just catch up on those, okay? Because I have more coming next month. Listen, I hope you have a fantastic day today and do things with great intention, okay? With a great heart and great intention. That's what matters the most. I'll talk to you soon.